If you were trying to figure out how to get your butt, your hamstrings, your quads, all the things that make your legs look good and get strong when you're using your rowing machine, you're just figuring out, why is this not happening for me the way I think it's supposed to? This is the workout for you. Let's get into it. So the legs make up the largest and strongest portion of the push of a rowing stroke, but it's very hard to figure out, how do I actually get the legs working so that I can develop my butt, develop my quads, or make my legs strong the way that we want to, as well as when I use my legs, I burn more calories and I actually make my time inside of the workout more effective. I get more out of the same amount of time by making sure that I use my big muscle drivers, which are my legs. So making sure that you're using them right is probably the most important thing that you could do whenever you're on your rowing machine, whatever brand it may be. So today I'm going to take you through 10 minutes. That's it, a 10-minute workout that is going to help you iron out how to use your legs when you're on the rowing machine so that you can get better looking legs, lose more weight, burn more calories, all the things that you want to be doing, and the whole reason that you bought a rowing machine in the first place. We're gonna make you more effective for it. If this is your first time here, welcome. I'm Shane Farmer, and this is Dark Horse Rowing, where you build the life that you want to live, and we just happen to use rowing usually to get you there. So this is a no muss, no fuss workout. This is simply, let's get into it. We're gonna work on some drills, and in today's instance, we are going to use what are called reverse pick drills. Now, pick drills are all about picking the stroke apart into its smaller pieces, which would be legs, hips, the swing of the hips, or the trunk, however you want to think about that, and the arms. And then we pick those pieces apart to help you develop that specific piece, and then we bring it all back together to give you one much better stroke. So with that 10 minutes, let's just walk through setting it on the Concept 2 monitor. It's very simple, and again, on your machine, it just needs to be 10 minutes. However you want to set that, that's totally cool. So from the main menu on a Concept 2 PM5, you're gonna go to Select Workout, that's the B button, New Workout, that's the D button, Single Time, B button, and it should be on 30 minutes, and therefore I need to take it down to 10. That would be the C button, or the minus button twice, 1, 2, that's 10 minutes. I hit the check mark, and I got 10 minutes ready on the screen. So with that being said, I'm now going to strap in to my machine. I'm gonna grab my handle and we're gonna get ready to go. So what I'd really wanna make sure about is that you have your damper set relatively low in today's workout. Don't have it up on a 10. That's not the kind of education that I'm looking for in this particular workout. So bring your damper setting down. Doesn't really matter where to me. I just want it on the lower spectrum. Let's just call it below the 5. Somewhere, wherever you're comfortable with that. And with that being said, we're gonna set up at the catch position. What we're gonna start with is a legs only stroke. And then I'm just gonna feed you the drills as we move through that particular drill. And you'll see a little drill heads up pop up in the lower corner. Make sure you pay attention to that so you are ready for what drill is coming up next. With that being said, grab that handle, sit ready. And 3, 2, 1, legs only. Now I want you to be bracing through the midline. Imagine that right as you're about to push through the legs, every single time you're laughing. Ha! Ha! That's a very angry laugh. Okay, you're just inflating that tire around your waist. Okay, in 5 seconds, I'm gonna add in the hip swing. Okay, here we go. Let's add in the hip swing now. Still no arms. So I'm trying to push long and strong through the legs, and then I relay it into a hip swing when the knee is about to extend. Okay, we're gonna add in the arms in 2 strokes. That's 1. That's 2. Let's add in those arms. So now follow along with me and see if you can get the same feeling that you had for that legs only, and then the legs and hips while taking a full stroke. Notice I'm keeping the stroke rate low. It's because we're practicing mechanics. And you can still get a great workout, even at a low stroke rate or a low damper. In 2 strokes, we're gonna go back to legs only. That's 1. That's 2. Legs only again. Feel the leg push against the foot stretcher. Okay? Keep your chest closed. By bracing through the midline, that's gonna give you the tension that you're looking for, keeping the arms straight as well. In 2 strokes, we're adding in the hip swing. That's 1. That's 2, add in the hip swing. Now think about accelerating the handle. Accelerating all the way through the stroke. In 2 strokes, we're adding in the arms. That's 1. That's 2. Let's add in the arms. Back to the full stroke. Remember, always bring the drill back to the stroke. There's a reason we do it.
You gotta listen up, listen up. There's not a thing that I can get from you. Boy, I don't need that much,
Use the legs to push against the machine.
I never needed you to give me things. I never needed you to diamond things. All I ever need, all I ever need is here with you. There's a place where we can go, where it's always shining like the stars.
We're gonna go for another minute for the full stroke.
You know that I
Following along with me. Take your time on the recovery. That's the slide forward. Take your time, match up with me. There's no rush to take the next stroke. You're still gonna get to take it, I promise. So just relax with me. And then put your effort when you actually go to push with the legs. And then you just chill out, hang out. We're having a conversation. We're having a cup of coffee. It's like a chill, you know, coffee and croissant on the sidewalk kind of conversation. And all of a sudden I need to stand up from my chair. And I just relax again. And then I'm standing up from my chair again. I hope my analogy is hitting hard right now. Okay, we're gonna go back to legs only in 2 strokes. That was 1. That's 2, legs only. Try and keep the elbows straight by squeezing your triceps right now. Squeeze your triceps tight. Feel the legs push into the machine and accelerate by using your whole leg, including your butt, to push. That means squeezing your butt. Okay, in 2, we're adding in the hips. That was 1. That's 2, let's add in the hips. This is just a slightly longer version of the stroke. Now, inflate that tire around the waist. Laugh, ha! Okay. In 5 seconds, we're going back to a full stroke. 2 strokes, that's 1. That's 2. Back to the full stroke. Think about inflating, squeezing that midline from the side. Ah! Ah! I hope you're getting it by this point. Make sure that handle pulls straight through to the base of your sternum, not to your throat. And draw those elbows through naturally.
Sunshine in your eyes, not thinking twice, your mind is down.
Just straight behind you. Like you're trying to point at somebody with your elbows behind you. Okay, we're gonna go back to legs only in 2 strokes. That's 1. That's 2. Legs only. Squeeze the triceps. Squeeze the tire. Ugh. Now obviously practice it quietly. You're being too loud. Okay, we're gonna add in the hip swing in 2 strokes. That's 1. That's 2. Add in the hip swing. Continue to squeeze the triceps. Your shoulders might be getting tired right now, that's normal. Accelerating the handle. In 2 strokes, we're adding in the arms. That's 1. That's 2. Here we go, add in the arms. And we're gonna finish this out with full slide. And I want you to now practice increasing the pressure, meaning increasing how hard you push into the machine over the next minute and a half or so. Use those legs, push through the machine, and stay with me. Don't start moving faster, just start pushing harder. Like imagine, you know when you were a kid and you would like Superman on your friend's feet or on your parents' feet? Well, imagine you're that parent and your kid just starts growing on you while they're on your feet. The heavier they get, the more you have to push them with your legs to keep them Supermaning over the top of you so you don't both collapse on top of each other. This analogy is getting far longer than I was anticipating, but hopefully you're getting the point. You need to just push more with the legs. Squeeze your butt. Squeeze your quads. Press your knee into extension. And what you should notice is that the harder you push, the lower your split goes, even though our stroke rate is staying the same. And there, my friends, is the golden nugget that you get for hanging out for this whole workout and not bailing early. That is what makes you go fast. It's not stroke rate. It's the pressure you put into every stroke. The more you push, the faster you go. Not the faster you push, the faster you go. And that's our time. Guys, fantastic job. So, what you should be feeling right now, your glutes, your hamstrings, your quads should all be tired. You should probably also be breathing heavy with, maybe a gentle rolling sweat. I'm getting there. But that's the kind of tired that you're looking for right now. You should feel how your legs start doing the work. The more you get your legs involved, the more work you get out of every workout. Hope that makes sense, right? Use your larger muscle groups to do the work. Instead of just leaning and pulling with your arms, learn to push with your legs, then use your hips, then use the arms. You use them all. But if at the start of the stroke, your first move is either here or here, well, guess what? The legs don't really get to do their job. So that's the whole objective of this workout. If you got something useful out of that workout, hit that subscribe button so you get alerted when we come out with new ones and you can follow along. And if you want a program to follow and a way to learn properly with organization, check out our link in the description below to The Crew. That's our program online where you're gonna get to learn and row along with me.